Now Hall to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Ball again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This is Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 14. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. Offense set to get this drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 24, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jets.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go, and in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Adams, the man in motion left.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their...
Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
All again on second down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? You know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 132 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
On second down, Jacobs. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On third down, here comes Jacobs. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking at